How to build wealth in your 20s step by step. You're in your 20s, which means you have the advantage of time on your side. With a little bit of effort now, you can set yourself up for the rest of your life. So today we're going over how to build wealth step by step. No. 1 is start investing. If you're not investing, you're losing. If you have any extra money left after paying all your bills and expenses, it needs to go into an investment account. But don't just throw it into an investment account and hope for the best. You need a plan. And that starts with no. 2. Figure out your risk tolerance. Your risk tolerance is simply how much risk you are willing to take when it comes to your investments. There's no right or wrong answer here. It all depends on your personal situation. For example, if you're 25 years old with a 5-year-old child, and you're relying on this money to put food on the table every single month, then you should be taking less risk because you need this money to survive. However, if you're 25 years old with no kids and your parents have fully taken care of you through college, and you're just living month to month, but you don't really need the money, then you can afford to take more risks. Once you've figured out your risk tolerance, you can start choosing what you're going to invest in. Remember, the higher the potential return, the higher the risk is going to be, and vice versa. For example, buying into an index fund like VTI is probably one of the safest options and will also provide you the lowest potential return. On the other hand, buying individual growth stocks like Tesla is way more risky, but could potentially net you thousands of dollars. The key here is to diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you want to play it safe, there are low-risk options like bonds and CDs that you can buy, but you'll probably be better off in the long run if you follow the advice of Mr. Money Mustache, who says you should invest most of your money in a total market index fund and the rest in a dividend ETF. He recommends a split of 85-15. No. 3 is live below your means. This is the golden rule of money. If you make $3,000 a month and you spend $2,500 of it, you're doing great. But if you make $3,000 a month and you spend $4,000 of it, you're doomed. To recap from point 1, you need to start investing as soon as possible because time is your greatest asset. And in order to invest, you need to have money left over after paying your expenses. You don't need to live frugally. That means you have to cut out all your subscriptions and eat nothing but beans and rice every night. Just spend less than you make and you're good. Pretty simple, right? Number 4, become an expert at something. It doesn't matter how much money you make if you're not good at anything. I know people who make 10 times what I make, but they're miserable because they hate their job and have no other skills they can fall back on. At worst, you should probably aim to become an expert at something related to your career path so you can climb the corporate ladder and make more money. At best, you become an expert at something you're passionate about that you can turn into a business one day. The opportunities are endless these days. Even if you don't have a traditional job, You can still build a business around your expertise through freelancing. For example, if you're a writer, you can freelance on websites like Upwork and Fiverr. If you're a designer, you can sell your services on platforms like 99 Designs. The possibilities are endless. I am a big believer in constantly learning new skills because it is the only way to advance yourself in this world. So, whatever you decide to do, make sure you become great at it. No, 5 is hustle. Everyone wants to get rich quick. If that was actually possible, we would all be millionaires. Building wealth takes time, but there's no reason you can't expedite the process. How you do that is by hustling. Look, it doesn't mean you have to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but it does mean you need to take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. Maybe you can pick up an extra shift at work. Maybe you can ask your boss for a raise or a promotion. Or maybe you can start a side hustle to bring in some extra cash. Whatever you do, just make sure you're constantly moving forward. Number 6, invest in yourself. There are 2 types of people in this world. Those who think they've reached their full potential, and those who haven't. The first group of people never reach their true potential. Instead, they settle for mediocrity and live a life full of regret. The second group of people, on the other hand, always feel like there's something more they could be doing. They're constantly striving to improve themselves both personally and professionally. If you want to become wealthy, you need to be in the second group. You need to invest in yourself. What does that mean exactly? Well, it means spending money on things that make you better both personally and professionally. For example, maybe you want to take a course to learn a new skill. Or maybe you want to buy a book on personal finance. Or maybe you want to hire a coach or a mentor to help you succeed. Whatever it is, make sure it's helping you become the best version of yourself. No. 7 is diversify your income streams. Imagine you're in your late 50s and you're retiring. You have one income stream, and that's your job. Then suddenly you get hit with a health scare, and you're forced to retire early. What happens then? You're screwed because you only have one source of income, and now you can't work anymore. This is why it's important to diversify your income streams. You should never rely on just one job to pay the bills. You need to have multiple sources of income so that if one dries up, you still have others to fall back on. The easiest way to diversify your income these days is by starting a side hustle. There are endless possibilities here. You can drive Uber or deliver food if you like being outside. Or you can take on freelance work if you prefer staying inside. You could even start your own business if you're feeling ambitious. The point is, there are many ways to earn extra money. All you have to do is find something that you're good at and that people are willing to pay for. No, 8, take care of your health. The best investment you can make is in your health. If you're sick or injured, you're not going to be able to work or invest or even enjoy your life. So it's important to take care of your body. Eat healthy foods, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. These are the basics of staying healthy. There are other things you can do as well, like drinking green tea or taking vitamins. But even just focusing on the basics will make a big difference. As you get older, it becomes even more important to take care of your body. The chances of you getting sick or injured increase with age. So make sure you're doing everything you can to stay healthy so you can keep working and investing for many years to come. Number 9. Have fun. Look, it's important to take your financial future seriously, but it's also important to have fun. If you're constantly stressing about money, you're not going to be able to enjoy your life. So make sure you take some time each day to relax and have fun. Do things that you enjoy and that make you happy. Hang out with friends or family. Watch a movie or play a video game. Whatever you do, just make sure you're taking some time to relax and enjoy your life. This is important for your overall well-being, and it will also help you be more productive when it comes to building your wealth. After all, you're not going to be able to focus on building your wealth if you're constantly stressed out. So take some time each day to relax and have fun and watch your wealth grow as a result. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, but if you follow these steps, you'll be on your way to financial success in no time. Thanks for watching.